Yasher Koach. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Before we continue with Marv, we'll hear just a brief word of Torah. Having fled from slavery, having crossed through the sea of reeds, and having stood at the foot of Mount Sinai, we heard the voice of God, building an eternal relationship, a brit that would guide our people wherever our journey would take us. This week, we begin to receive the fruits of that relationship, Mishpatim, rules. Among the long list of commands, we receive the mitzvah that serves as the basis for the Jewish understanding of reproductive rights. We read, V'chi natsu anashim v'nagpu isha hara, v'yatsu yaladea v'lo yeh ason, anosh yanesh kasher yasit alav ba'al ha'isha, v'natan biflidim. When two or more parties fight, and one of them pushes a pregnant woman, and a miscarriage ensues, but no other damage ensues, they shall be fined according as the woman's husband may exact, the payment to be based on reckoning. This complicated verse is taken by the rabbis, debated and explained over and over throughout the centuries, culminating in our modern understanding that stresses the principle of pikuach nefesh, the preservation of life. While serious debate persists on the specifics of reproductive rights in halakha, Jewish law, the general trend teaches that the health, safety, and well-being, both physical and psychological, of the individual is paramount in any decision. Halakha can be seen as an antiquated system of rules, Mishpatim, but it can also be seen as a living, evolving organism that can inform and guide us through our modern world, through all that life throws our way, to live lives of holiness. This week, we celebrate Repro Shabbat, created by the National Council of Jewish Women to celebrate and uplift what our tradition has to teach us about living lives of holiness, even in the most intimate and personal pieces of whom we are. During my studies in rabbinical school, I was privileged to take a course studying Jewish views on abortion and reproductive care. What I learned can be synthesized into 2 points. 1, that our texts and traditions have a great deal to say on these questions. And like all good Jewish topics, there is no one answer. And 2, that these questions are deeply personal and multifaceted. In answering any specific question, these 2 points must be held in tandem. We must reckon with our tradition, but we must also reckon with reality, with the person before us. Just as when we stood at Sinai, and so too in our day, we received the mitzvot and relationship. Torah, mitzvot, God, and relationships are not in the heavens, nor are they over the sea. They are very near to us and in our hearts. And through this reckoning, seeing the person before us, through this relationship, we can find a path forward, one of delight and one of peace, as it is written, Derecheha darchei noam, v'chonativoteha shalom. Torah's ways are pleasant, its paths are peace. Shabbat shalom.